Hello everybody to Sink or Swim episode 10. We are trying to start here, but neither of our first players have shown up yet. Which is a bit weird. I'm hoping that'll change within the next minute or so. I guess I'll give them another ping. But I just pinged them not too long ago. You coming? But I guess in the meantime, while we wait, I will introduce to you what matches we are supposed to have today. Starting with our only King of Fighters 15 match today. Unlike the other times so far, we have more City of the Wolves action than King of Fighters. So as you can see at the top of the screen, our one King of Fighters match is Choppa versus Tommyboi. And then after that we directly switch over to City of the Wolves, where we would start with Icecold versus Haxon, followed up by Goliath versus Semperpups, and then to close out the show would be Maddo versus Alexein. But for now, we are stuck in the waiting limbo. And I don't know what else to do about this right now. I'm pretty sure I didn't get the date or the time wrong. And there isn't even anybody here to chat with, apparently. So how do we wait? How do we do this? I guess we could talk about some fighting game stuff. It has been almost 2 weeks, or I guess a little over 2 weeks, since the King of Fighters 15 patch has dropped. I thought last week we would see the first weekly with that in action. But not a ton of people signed up for that one. So instead, here we are now, but only with one set. Still hoping to see it though. But the patch made some pretty big changes for some characters. A lot of it is more like smaller stuff. Most characters got buffed in some ways. And it's gonna be interesting because it's gonna be interesting to see who's gonna be actually like top tier, etc. now. Because so many characters got buffs, and it's going to be hard to, exactly gauge where everyone is. I'm thinking the top tiers of the previous version are still going to be at least really good. So any Benimaru, Yashiro, Isla, whatever else enjoyers are still going to have a good time. But are they still going to be top tier? Well, I don't know. I've heard that Ryo might be back to being, at the absolute top, which I can definitely believe because I don't think he was ever far off. And people were a little foolish to basically drop him. So if he got any meaningful buffs, that'll be scary. And then there's so many characters that got so many changes. And I don't know all of them, And there was one tournament that I saw last weekend, I think. That was won by Madcoff, and he was playing his, his old team basically. With Najd, Rugal, and Haidern for the most part. I think that was the squad for the most part. And I think Najd got some really big changes, some really good ones. Just the fact that she can cancel out of her overhead and her dives into level 2 or higher. No, wait, I think it's level... No, is it level 1? I think it starts even with level 1. As long as you have at least one charge of her dropkick, you can cancel out of those into the dropkick. And that alone opens up so many opportunities for her. But I don't know if that change alone is gonna make her like top tier, because she still has to land a first meaningful hit to get those charges, and after that she'll get that power boost. But it worked out for Madkov. And we're still waiting. It's been, I mean, I guess I started the stream 5 minutes early, but it's been over 5 minutes now since after the stream has started. And I'm surprised that neither of them is here. If one of them wasn't here, I'd be like, well, okay, I'll find somebody else, I'll jump in, I don't know. But it's both of them. So, I feel like pinging them again when literally nobody has written anything since then is going to be kind of pointless. I guess we'll see if the City of the Wolves players are ready already. And we'll just play those, and if Choppa and or Tommyboi show up in the meantime, we'll tack on their set at the end. So Icecold or Haxon, let me see if they are around. Icecold is there. Quick reply, I like it. Haxon also ready. Well then, I guess I'm quitting out of King of Fighters. And boot up City of the Wolves. And that also means I gotta change the scoreboard. For Icecold and Haxon. Oops. Wonderful. Where's my game? Oh, I haven't started. Wait, no, I have started it. Where is it? Why aren't you starting already? Let me cancel that. And then wait a second, and then hit play again. It looks more like it's actually gonna start, I think. Please? Please? Are we getting the game going? Yes, we are. That's right, BJNA. That's so right. Haxon just started eating ice cream. That's of course a bummer. I hope they can still perform under those horrible circumstances. Room match. Rules, rounds, yep, consecutive battles. 9 at most. I don't like that you always have to change this. Like in KOF, it remembers your settings. Where are we? Here. Limited is ID or invite. Yep. Create room. Hey, Alfie. Well, so far you missed the fact that neither of the players for the first set showed up. And so now we are switching to City of the Wolves. Okay, gotta copy this or write down this code. 732146387. Also, hey Alfie, I saw you play at a tournament recently in top 8. Good stuff on that. Okay. But at least in this game I can just hit spectate and don't have to worry about timing my like match entry to be after the players but before they hit go. So that's nice. Each game has their own strengths. Even in ways you wouldn't imagine. Okay, Haxon's in here. So Haxon's probably going to be player 1. And flip. Haxon and Icecold both put themselves as a level 2 in the skill rankings. Haxon definitely looked pretty solid last time I saw him play. As a couple holds, I guess. So I can see why they would put themselves as a 2. But I think there's definitely a case for 3, I guess. But I don't know how good Icecold is yet. So, you know, matchmaking had to happen that way. Hopefully we're gonna have a good match here. yeah, that is also a good point, yeah. Hold on. Icecold apparently needs instructions on how to join the room. Match, and there should be something like room search. I don't really know. I mostly make rooms. Somebody else better know. Haxon, can you maybe tell? Okay, wait, there. It's all good. But yeah, obviously, you know, having to rank your skill for, you know, multiple games is a little weird. But I didn't want to overcomplicate things by going like, okay, what's your skill in this game? What's your skill for that game? What's your skill for that game? But maybe I should. But yeah, you can play. So, so go on ahead. Oops. I guess Icecold didn't hit ready. What's the problem now? Icecold is typing. Oh, I thought they were maybe listening, but yes, you can start. Oh yeah, I thought everyone was listening. Let's see. Like that. Okay. Here we are, finally. 15 minutes roughly after the start of the string. We finally got our match. Our first one. Haxon versus Icecold. Billy versus Hotaru. A match that we saw a decent amount in the, like, first season, I guess. Not quite as common, most people dropped Hotaru. Even though she's still really good. But here's a huge punch opportunity for Haxon. Sadly drops the combo a little bit. Didn't have too much in it. So Icecold just kind of maneuvers after that slow fireball. It's still pretty good. Just doing some strong, you know... Oh, I don't know if that overhead was intentional, but maybe it was. But yeah, the pressure by Icecold is looking pretty solid. Haxon with the empty low. It's his own strike throw game now. And Icecold is staying patient. Oh, but how patient can you stay when Billy's swinging that huge stick at you? Punishing your projectiles from mad far away. Nice tag. chipping away at Icecold's health bar, but also overheating. Did not keep enough of an eye on that gauge, and now Icecold is dishing out in a huge way off of that EX command grab. Boom. Next it could do it. But, oh, I was just about to say, Haxon is primed and ready with that super. And almost gets that grab. That was a super late tech. But Haxon with that range on the stick clutches out that first round. That was really close. Really back and forth. Ouch. I guess I hope nobody here has issues with the stage. I don't, so I didn't even realize until I thought about it for a second. But yeah, I think the stage is like banned in competitive play because some people get motion sick or something. What was it? But I'm assuming it doesn't concern anybody right now. Ooh, beautiful play. Good old traditional Shoto stuff. Empty low, but nice defense by Haxon to be aware of it. Oop. Oop. Ah, sadly, no confirm by Icecold. Gets punished for the dropped confirm, for the missed combo opportunity, basically. Beautiful jump out, but the combo isn't quite there. Got the far D instead of the close D, so no cancel out of that. In those cases, probably with Hotaru, it's better to just go for 2C instead. That one's gonna hit from just about anywhere. But still, well executed finish. And we're dead even. Whoop. 2 for 2 on the EX command grabs. And good cash out with the super. Haxon's been pretty good at teching. Has a good read on Icecold's throw game, but there goes one. But another EX command grab, this time grabbing him out of the rev blow. No mercy. Personally, I always enjoy rev blows getting blown up. Oh! Nice tech. Last, like, Haxon really needed to, make that tech to survive, but then the EX projectile kind of jailed him and punished him for trying to read an anti-air, or rather read a jump. And so Icecold takes that first match.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight.
Oop. Jump in, yes, but no confirm. When you land those light jump-ins from far up, often you don't have enough time to land the close heavy. Oop. Anti-air, yes, beautiful stuff. Icecold with the Icecold reactions, I guess. And another one! Jumping at me. The conversions could be a little stronger, but hey, we're definitely not disrespecting those anti-airs. And Haxon's having real trouble getting out of this corner. Icecold actually takes it just to regain control over it. Haxon gets to the other side. Oh, mistimes the meaty a bit. That might cost Haxon dearly. Losing control over the corner and the round. Icecold is looking pretty fundamentally sound. Mostly like the pressure game, the frame traps, etc. seem to be a little lacking. Often getting like far D instead of close D, and not really keeping it up all that well. But when it comes to everything else, Icecold's looking pretty good. Oh, wow, that was such a delay. Just stand there, expecting Icecold to do something, and then just dish out that close D. Ooh, the chase down is on. Haxon cannot escape, but you're not grabbing this super. Whoops. Maybe one too many attempts at an empty low. Ooh, drops the combo. But the grab was enough. I think that was like probably just about exactly the amount of damage required. Icecold with a 2-0. I guess from this win screen I'm learning that Billy has younger siblings.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight.
That's rough for his siblings. Hey, there we go. Haxon playing Billy now. Not really turning up the heat. But Icecold finds the gap closer. Oh. Good tick. Re-establishing the distance that Haxon wants to play at. But Haxon actually says, no, I don't want to play at range. I want to get right in there. Hey. No anti-air. Billy's, universal high crush is one of the good ones. Nice patience by Haxon not to commit to a button. Looked like Icecold was looking for something to whiff. But there's a grab. And those long lights from Billy. Ooh! Damn. We could see that rev blow in slow motion. Haxon was also seeing it, but what do you do? Couldn't exactly cancel into anything to beat that at that point. So you're just a deer in headlights, watching this young woman barrage at you. And then she's got a command grab too. There we go, the pressure game has really gotten better over the course of the set. Maybe there's a bit of connection wonkiness or something, and Icecold had to get used to it first. Hey, there we go, the bar heavy. Oh, just short of the range to connect. But a heavy. I think in that situation, comboing into level 1 super probably would have been ideal. Could probably stand to, do more combos from lights into supers in general. That is a really strong option for most characters. Uh-oh! Alright. Just barely not enough. Okay. Yeah, neither of them has really shown too much of a JD mastery, so the chip out was pretty likely. Ah, too early on the anti-air. Oh no. Icecold once again trying to go for the close D. But, as I said, her 2C, her crouching heavy punch, yeah, that one's got more reach, so a lot of the time you're probably better off just going for that into a cancel directly. Oopsies! Icecold keeps finding those jump timings where Haxon is just about to hit a button, and then, gets punished by the jump. Oops, Icecold got a little greedy with that run up. Was trying to get in real close. There's the super. Trying to bait something out. And a cross up, but a little too high. Hey, that should be the end. And Haxon is on the board. We got a real match.
KOF のレベルも落ちたな。俺が少しいねえ間にこのざまかよ。
Billy being all cocky.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight.
They buffed this character in KO15 too. Why? Why? Anyway. Hey. Look at the damage. Oof. Okay, Icecold on the chase again. Plus frames dash in a little bit, jump. Anything to keep the advantage. Making it hard for Haxon to find the spacing and the time to retaliate, but there was a time. Didn't get too much out of the anti-air, but it was still, it was still a successful anti-air. That's good enough. Oh, see, that would have been really nice to go into super. Ouch. Something's looking weird about the frames on my end. But I think it's fine again. Okay, this time didn't commit to a special. Ooh! Ah, that was almost really cool. I wonder if, like, with a micro walk forward or something, you could have connected. Ha! The active frames. Now the stare down. Icecold at very low health. Anything out of Haxon, basically. Oh, nope. Denied. That's a chance to kill, but no! See, that is definitely a time where you want to go 2C into, I don't know, super directly or something. Just like that, basically. And that should be enough. Just about anything into hidden gear, like even when your SPG is at the final ratio and almost full, is going to land that killing blow. So clutch stuff by Icecold. That could have really been the win for Haxon, but well, when that super didn't land, things looked rather dire, even though Icecold didn't, you know, get the punish. Oops. Wake up buttons. No respect on the pressure. There we go. There's the anti-airs that we need. Of course, the next step for Icecold would then be to, you know, to jump and then go for JD to bait the anti-air. Even though that won't usually give you a punish. It says something. What Totaru herself can do, of course, that's, you know, rare, I guess, among characters. But also pretty hard, so I'm not expecting Icecold to master it during this match. But if you get that JD in the air, you can cancel, guard cancel into her dive kick. But yeah, that's gonna be tough. And I'm not sure it would beat this follow-up. But I guess the follow-up doesn't come out on block. No, wait, it does. You know, it doesn't. Anyway. Good grab. Ooh. Fade away with that jump C. Haxon evens out this match.
Final round. Get ready. Fight.
Oops. Interesting jump by Icecold. Look at the range of those lights. Yeah, I would really like to see some combos into super from those lights every once in a while. Sitting on 2 full bars like that is just not going to do anything. And light into super is just like, it's a really good damage for something that you regain so quickly. Sure. Haxon with a massive life lead and baits the grab. Beautiful whiff punish. Damage could have probably been a little higher, but still on the verge of victory for another match. Blocks the sweep, no punish though. Uh-oh, there's the start of a potential nightmare. Icecold once again going into the hidden gear right away, maximizing that damage. It's definitely not killing here, but it is a good amount. And leaves Haxon just outside of SPG. But Icecold doesn't have another super to spend, so there's just about no way Icecold is going to kill with one combo. Meanwhile, Icecold is getting chipped away at... Ooh! But the rev blows are coming fast and loose, but there's a grab to with punish. Beautiful stuff. I think you could tell, definitely tell that Haxon was playing a little scared there. Trying, like, you know, sometimes you get in that mindset of like, okay, I have the life lead, I should play defensive. But then things don't work out, like you don't properly react to the things that you need to react to, and then panic sets in. I think that's what kind of was happening, but good on Haxon to keep it together and secure that match. And now we got an even set. Oop. Okay, didn't get the anti-air, but still. Haxon now really favoring that high crush into feint. That's just a universal option that's really good. Yep. And all of a sudden, Haxon looks to be free-flowing much more. Controlling, like, the spacing that Billy wants to play at a lot better. And then also up close, where Billy also is really good. For some reason.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
Yeah, Icecold wondering how to get in. Doesn't need to. Gets the anti-air. Beautiful meter spendage. Now has control over the corner. What can you do with it? The tech again. Icecold looks like he's once again looking for that anti-ADP, but Haxon not jumping as much. Uh-oh, lights, alright. Haxon not choosing to roll forward. Might have thought it to be too predictable. Oof, too far. Okay, heavy jump, and this time gets the close D for the max damage. This is really gonna sting. Oof. Now a throw, just about anything's gonna do it. And Haxon knew, so that's why they probably tried to jump out or backdash. And got decked by the strike instead. Ooh, wow. That was a rising JD. Hey, normal command grab. Don't see that as often, but it does give her a nice knockdown. Another thing to instill fear into the opponent's heart. Interesting trade. Hey. Puts Haxon into SPG. I was just about to say, we haven't really seen Haxon use a lot of rev blows. But there was one. Nope, a little far. This doesn't have the most horizontal range. Haxon trying to make his comeback from the corner, but Icecold is wisely kind of staying away, and just as I say that, goes in close, goes into overheat, and loses control over the corner. And there's still a lot of time left on that overheat gauge, and no 2 bars or SPG to go into a hidden gear this time. The guard gauge also depleting, but the great reaction with that anti-air super, actually. Oh, there's still the guard crush, though, and Haxon is ready to dish out some big punishment. Not enough to kill, but ooh, another hit. Ooh, that could have been whiff punished. I could, like, for example, have seen like a bar A into hidden gear or something. That would have potentially won the round. But with punishing those whiffed rev blows is actually really hard. They recover much faster than you'd think. And so, Icecold stops the train that Haxon was on and takes another win. Haxon patiently playing a footsie game. Gets that first hit. Oop. Nice JD. I think when he does the JD and bounces back like that, his jump C covers like a good angle where the opponent might want to chase you down after the JD. Nice frames. Icecold respects them. Doesn't get punished for trying anything funny. But now up close and personal. Haxon did a full jump and no early buttons, so no punish on that grab. Still good escape though. Hey. Rev guard gauge rather really high, I was just about to say. Billy now in overheat. Gotta be a little careful, but as long as he keeps that spacing up, Haxon might just be fine. Uh-oh, there's the first grab. And no super bar to retaliate with as a reversal or anything. And Icecold, oops, okay, spending the level 1, I like it. Oh! Haxon still with a bit of a life lead and isn't in overheat anymore. Might just be trying to run away with it. Ah, but a sneaky EX command grab. And that has put Icecold over the edge of the life lead. And yep, wisely chooses not to spend the bar. I like that. Because there was really no need to. There was no way Haxon could make that comeback after that. Smart stuff. Ooh. Hey, close to the ground, but still the anti-air. Ah, drops the combo? Okay, it was still a punish, apparently. Unless maybe it might have looked like Icecold stuck out another button a little too early and that got punished instead. Not quite sure. Ooh. Oops. Gets the hop over the button, but no real punish. Haxon once again trying to stay comfortable in the corner. Doesn't want to overextend, make another obvious jump or something. And it's working out, slowly working his way out of the corner. But no anti-airs to stop Icecold's barrage to send him back there. Ooh, okay. Now you're in jail. But gets laid out immediately, and Icecold does have the hidden gear that might be enough to finish this round. Let's see it. I think it's enough. Bye. Break that back. Yep. And Icecold takes another match. These rounds are all really close, and they're also going like the distance time-wise. That was once again down to like 16 seconds. They're very evenly matched.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight.
Whoops. Once again, we're playing a slow footsie game. Who's gonna flinch first? Who's gonna get that first hit? It's Haxon with a jump air, with an air to air rather. Uh-oh. Live confirm. Keeping up the pressure. But Haxon once again with a correct read on the grab. No, the anti-air I think was attempted, but a little too late. Life is relatively even, but Icecold has a lead. And Haxon is getting slowly walked and pressured into the corner. And then a dash up grab. Man, I wish my character had a dash like that, man. Anyway. Oop. It's gonna be hard to make this comeback. Of course it's possible because the last few seconds are slower. And if you land something big, the timer slows down, but Icecold is being so rock solid on defense right now. And time is up. Sheesh!
Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
They really want to play every second they can of this set. Ooh, that was far. It's the extended hurt box of that jump C. And maximizes the opportunity. Oh. Ooh. Icecold is on a roll. And Haxon seems to be a little flustered on defense. Oh, it's just getting hit. Doesn't move at all. I wonder if some... Okay, wait, we're back. Was there maybe something wrong with the controller? I don't know. But now just kind of hitting far D. I'm not sure what's going on. I hope it's not just a case of Haxon being frustrated. Or the controller being broken. But there's still a chance in this match. The overheat is on Icecold. Now just throwing out supers. This is looking like some interesting gameplay. And Icecold is ready to super out of there. And I guess that's the end of that set then. Bit of a bummer ending, I guess. Not sure what that was about. But that's a 5-0. 5-2, I mean. A really close one, though. Good play by both of them. And now I gotta call for the next players. And Simple Pups. Oops. Can you start whenever you're ready? Okay. But yeah, that was a good set. I definitely think they were pretty well matched. Even if the scores, that's the word. Even if the scores don't necessarily reflect that, that's just how it goes sometimes. Nice versus. Oops. I haven't seen Goliath play in a while. I think I've seen them play City of the Wolves when we first did the game back then. But, well, it's been a while. And Semper Pups, I think, also was in some older, weeklies, but also haven't seen them. And I'm hoping for a good show. If they show up. And if they don't, then just try. I just try live on stream. And it'll be very embarrassing. Please, guys. Can't do this to me. Is this bullying? Am I being bullied? Are they all sitting in some Discord call together, swigging their wine glasses or whatever you call it, and making jokes about me? Yeah, we can do that. I mean, that's the the last set. I'm still gonna wait a little bit. It hasn't been that long since I called them out, but yeah, if they don't show up, then I guess that's the only way. Let's give them until 7:45, I guess. That's like 2 more minutes. If I don't hear anything from either of them, then I guess we're moving on. And then probably the weekly will end with only 2 sets. Whoa! I don't know what's up with the community here. But hey, at least, thanks a lot to Haxon, Icecold, Maddo, and I'm assuming Alexein is also around. For being around. Alexein is here. They still got 1 minute. The other two. Yeah. I don't know. I made that poll about, hey, is Tuesday evening a good time? And everybody said yes. And then nobody shows up. And then even the people that sign up don't show up sometimes. Ah, well. Alright, it's 45. I guess you're the goat, Alexein. I guess I'll add you in the room just because, but here's the code. And I'm gonna change the thing on the scoreboard. Okay. That's what we're doing. Maddo the Goat versus Alexein the Goat. And previously we had Haxon the Goat versus Icecold the Goat. You're all goats now. Or I guess you're wolves. You're all wolves, legendary wolves in my heart. Let's go! Two of our classic contenders in the SNK themed weeklies, you know, from KOF to City of the Wolves to Sink or Swim. Maddo almost gets right over that projectile into range, but just a little far away. Ooh, sends a message early with that DP. A little far away with that grab, Alexein using Wataru's fast walk speed to get out of there and deliver a huge punish. Beautiful stuff. Ooh, and goes for the heavy kick to provide a frame trap. Just enough for Maddo to stick his finger into the nasty sauce. And with that big life lead now, Alexein is kind of playing a runaway game. Oh, another DP, hitting from kind of far away. I think that one was probably plus. When it hits really low, it's plus. It's just kind of hard to get it there. Ouch, and now Maddo's having real trouble approaching this pink-haired murder woman. And Alexein with his runaway style. Just being a pestering villain almost. But now Maddo has found his first hit. And is in the spacing that he wants to be, but Wataru with her Chun-Li normals. Putting one big stop sign in front of Maddo. And then the dive kick. It's definitely risky to throw it out at that height, because if Maddo blocks it from that height, I'm pretty sure it's punishable. But so far Alexein has been really successful with his dives. And the bait on the DP. Got 2 full bars, probably gonna spend one of them. Maddo and SPG with his own 2 bars though. Backdash, wonderful read, absolutely gorgeous. The perfect response to make Alexein pay. We're probably gonna see that hidden gear. No, drop, but actually it's totally a setup. Now Maddo will only need 1 hit if he wants to kill. Oh, but Alexein with his own jump dodges the rev blow. Wow. What a round. Alexein is up with 1 match. But that round was definitely a doozy. Ouchie. Alexein really liking that dive kick right now. Has not been punished for it yet, so you know, why not start? Why not keep doing it? Maybe that's an adjustment Alexein made after some of the Wataru nerfs. Like, okay, they nerfed this and that, but if I change my playstyle a bit and play a little fast and loose with the dive kicks, then I can get advantages that I couldn't previously. Oh, the jump heavy leads the juggle. Got that super bar, gonna spend it. That's one of those times where I wonder if maybe not going for the super to keep Maddo just before SPG and then being able to kill with 1 combo with the super would have been better. But that doesn't matter because Alexein still just mauls Maddo in the corner. No mercy. Beautiful JD cancel. Okay. Oopsies. Ah, didn't respect the plus frames. Or is that EX even plus actually? I don't remember. Either way, Alexein gains control after Maddo throws out another light DP. Oh, huge damage. This time the backdash, ooh, does not work out, and another DP. Maddo playing a little too loose, maybe. And Alexein has been, like, I guess mostly really solid. The only really risky thing that Alexein is doing are those dives. But once again, they have been working out so well. On the other hand, he hasn't done a single light DP, I'm pretty sure. But that's 2-0 for Alexein. Oops. think that that high crush on block is punishable, but I think from that range Maddo probably couldn't punish it. Ah, another one blocked. Damn, Alexein's reads are just so strong right now. And Maddo's desperation might be a little... might be playing into it. And another one. Oh, there might be a little frustration maybe rather than desperation.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
But now, Maddo playing a solid game right now. Or is he? No fricks given. Corner carry. Drops the final part though. I wonder if maybe there's a bit of a connection thing happening. Gets the command grab this time. Oops, okay. I wonder if that jab was an intentional setup, you know, like I talked about earlier, in order to keep the enemy health bar just above SPG. And then get something out of it. Oh no! From overheat straight into a light DP into getting comboed. No super spent by Alexein, not even level 1. Ooh, I think that's working! Yup! I think a level 1 might have been enough, but hey, who cares? You really want to show who's boss around here. Maddo's done it. Oh, the hurt box on jumping Gato just a little too thick behind him. But he has a huge whiff punish or other counter poke to get that wild punish. Nice frame trap, there we go. Maddo now on the offense. Wonder if that was an intentional finisher. Oops. Probably expected Alexein to read the command grab. Oh, no whiff punish. But it did recover really fast. Oh, overhead denied. Alexein has been doing a lot of neutral jumps in the corner on defense. Or maybe even back jumps. And Maddo's delayed overhead and stuff does get sniped by that. Both of them in overheat jumping, trying to trade. Whoa! Is that catching it? Yep, it is sure enough and fast enough. And that is most certainly the end of that one. Alexein going up 3-0. That rascal. I can do that too, he says. Maddo just whiffed a high crush, universal high crush. And Alexein was like, how dare you? How dare you?
Round 1. Get ready. Fight.
Hey, another successful dive. Oof, Alexein just playing that cheeky, annoying runaway game again. I also always struggled against that in King of Fighters. It's got kind of like a weird defensive style that I at least have a lot of trouble with. And right now it's looking like Maddo is having trouble finding answers as well, as he gets perfected. Nope, damn, that recovers so fast. Good attempt by Maddo to punish it with that far C, but I guess with punishing that is super hard. Oh boy, Alexein making this look like Hotaru never got nerfed. To be fair, I do think she, you know, people didn't all need to drop her. She's not anywhere near bad enough to drop her. She's still really good. Oh boy, Alexein with another perfect? Are you kidding me? This guy's cheating. Somebody check NPC. Somebody check NPC now. Maybe. Okay, so here's the reality of the thing, of the situation. So H-Rod didn't sign up. What they are doing is they are both playing this match at the same time. They've got double processing power. It's not fair. That's what's happening. I'm telling you guys. And nobody will ever notice because, you know, this is not in person. They're holding that controller together. It's not fair. As you can see here. Alexein is going crazy. Up, that one? Maybe with a 4 or with a 5 frame button or something, maybe that could have been punchable. That, I think that might have been the first light DP that Alexein has done all set. But of course it works. Oh man! And another dive kick connects. That jump back dive kick is just a nasty option.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
Ooh, and so ready with a dash up. Heavy DP. Fat damage for an air-to-air. Alexein is making this look like he's the best player in the world right now. Because he's 2 people in 1 right now. I'm telling you guys, it's not right. It's not moral. They're playing as 1. It's not fair. But Maddo says, I don't give a damn. I'm stronger than 2. I'm infinite. And I have infinite DPs that get blocked. Ow. But he is just right into SPG. It's kind of a good space to be. Wow, and now Alexein is throwing out new tricks with a stompy stomps. Just to finish out the set. He brings out some new tricks. And that was harsh. No respect for Hotaru players. A strong message. But GG's. GG's. Haxon? I don't know what that's supposed to mean here. Well, I've gotten no word from our as of yet missing players. That being Goliath, Simperpups, Choppa, and Tommyboi. Oh wait, Tommyboi, hey, there you are. Jeez. Well, it's not entirely your fault, Tommyboi, because Choppa also didn't show up. Would you play against AP if AP is still around? So we have a KOF match, I guess. Rick Stroud, well, I mean, he's better than nothing, but he's no Vanessa. That's all I'm gonna say. But I guess either way we're done with City of the Wolves. Yeah, Vanessa would have been awesome. Good. And Vanessa probably would have looked awesome too. Like, you know, in KO15. I've said this a million times by now, but one of the things that bummed me out about KO15 is that both Vanessa and Blue Mary, who look so awesome in all of the 2D games, those two, out of all of them, look kind of mid, when most of the other characters look really good. Like, I look at Angel, I look at Isla, I look at Dolores, I look at just about anyone. They all look great. And then Vanessa and Blue Mary, two of the most gorgeously animated 2D characters in fighting games, just don't look that good. But then in City of the Wolves, Blue Mary looks really good again. So I wonder what she would have looked like in City of the Wolves, Vanessa, I mean. But anyway, I didn't get a response from Tommyboi about playing against AP. So I guess that's going to be a no. Which means that is going to be the end of today's Sink or Swim episode. Oh, you can't do that. Wait. Oh, you can't play? Wait. Oh, wait. Sorry, I didn't see that. My bad. Okay, I'm gonna ask AP. Are you still around to play against Tommyboi? My bad. That's my bad. Sorry. Yeah, no female character in that trailer. It makes me sad. There has been only one female character per DLC pack, let's say, so far. Okay, AP is around. And the female to male ratio was already really bad in that game. AP needs 5 minutes. Okay. I guess I will make my room and then wait. I'm hoping for Yuri, maybe. I think she seems pretty realistic, right? Her dojo is in the game. She was in the Mr. Karate trailer. I think she would be a good addition. If they give her a run rather than the step dash, and she plays anything like KOF13 Yuri, then I'd be happy. But who knows? Kasumi would be cool. She hasn't been in a game in quite some time. Three, 9, 2, 1, no, 2. Tifa also added to this game would be kind of fun. Just like, hey man, they basically share the same universe at this point, right? So it makes sense that she would also show up here. Sure, why not? Gotta update the scoreboard though. Tommyboi. Maybe. Yep, you do. By the way, is that character that was in that trailer the one with the heterochromia with the two, different colored eyes that kind of looks like little boy Krauser or something? Is that a character that people know, or is he new? Because I don't recognize him. From an OVA. I once again forgot to switch games, but I guess we're back to King of Fighters anyway, so nobody noticed. All okay. I always forget to change the categories on Twitch. No. Wait. What was that sound? I guess Tommyboi was just hitting buttons. Ah. Okay. Here we go. Tommyboi versus AP, aka Kokulan Kraviet. Let's see what their squads are going to be, if there's anything different from the last time we saw either of them. I think AP's team is different. Tommyboi's... Actually, I'm not sure. I think that might have been the squad last time. But Shingo is one of those characters on my watch list because critting jump and stand CDs? What? What? Okay, let's see. AP establishing a bit of an air laser right into going aggressive, and there's that strong DP of Rugal's. Gets the counter hit on jump CD, but didn't move forward enough to connect with the DP. Oh, was a perfect timing on the roll. Just had to read, I guess, crit on that kick. Gets out of the corner. Nice light punish. No confirm. Another DP. It's kind of the main force behind Rugal in this match so far. No DP and no crit on that DP, so the kill wasn't there, but hey. We just bait an enemy DP and then go for the kill like that. I think it's more the other way around, right? They played Ralph and then went for Kevin. Oops, there's the Gurnitz. Didn't spend! Why didn't you spend an EX? Okay, well, it works out. Here's King. Oops, immediately gets whirlwinded. And Gurnitz is on the chase, actually now getting chased himself. Wow. Just avoids all of that with some rolls that don't look like rolls. Tommyboi wants you in that corner. But AP doesn't want to be there. Oh yeah, Leona. She looks to be really buffed. But I haven't really seen much. I haven't really seen much of this patch in general. Like, you know, that was that one tournament that I mentioned earlier. And some streams and stuff. But, you know, not enough time to see a lot of stuff. Nice anti-air! Beautiful reaction by Tommyboi. Could have cancelled into a super or something as well if there had been more life on the table, but there totally wasn't. Oopsies, okay. I wonder if that was a reaction. I'm thinking it probably was. Don't think Tommyboi would be throwing out random tornado kicks that close to the opponent. And man, he's controlling the spacing so well right now. The change of her far B now being cancelable. Oops, right, that's one of the big things she got. Looking to be coming in really handy for Tommyboi. Oof. And the sweep. Tommyboi up one game. That king was really looking dominant. She definitely got some buffs, but I don't remember. I think part of why I don't remember is because, you know, her names, her move names are not like, you know, something's called upper, but she's got like 3 different uppercuts. So it's like, okay, which one is this? So she got buffs for sure, but I don't remember what. Oh yeah, her cross-up is better. That is definitely something. Back to the point matchup. Oh, the crit DP. But AP is controlling the space right now. Didn't believe in the follow-up to the counter hit this time. Yeah. Shingo kick denied. Once again, no reaction to the jump CD counter. Oh boy, and another crit, of course. It's Shingo time. No, Dad, no. Yeah, Vanessa's fucking cool. Oops. But I mean, if you wanted to play her, it's not like she was bad before. With a slow overhead right up in their face. Not sure that was an intentional input. Man, 2 crits. That much damage to roll out for the punish. Beautiful stuff. Shingo is gone. Gone. Okay, let's see AP deal with the Vanessa this time. Last time didn't work out so well. Oops, that was risky, unsafe. Tommyboi is like, dog, don't try that shit on me. Here's a surprise rose for you. Get out of here. I'm thinking maybe this isn't AP's real team, I don't remember, but I think it might not be. So maybe after another loss or two, he'll switch over to something more legit. Or maybe that is his real team and I'm just not remembering right. Counter denied, it's weak to lows, and King has a really good one. From range especially. Ooh. Ah, this time though, the counter works out. Up into the corner. I think Yamazaki might have actually been one of their main characters, maybe? I might be getting that confused with somebody else. But he is a good confirm. Bam, bam. Back into the corner you go. And the counter's not going to work against projectiles. Tommyboi was at 2-0. So what's it gonna be? Back into the action, okay. So far the problem has been King. So AP is gonna have to find some way of dealing with her, but of course that doesn't mean the Shingo is just gonna vanish into thin air. And then there's the Ralph right after. But you gotta take it one step at a time, and the first step is eliminating this weird Kyo fanboy. Beautifully strong damage here. Hoo, light DP, almost sent out as a poke. That was much more dominant than the previous 2 matches. Yeah, the crits are kinda crazy. Oops. Was reading the projectile, but it was a little too early with the reflect. Damn. Tommyboi's on the gas pedal though and ready to let loose anytime and gets the punish on that nicely red DP as well. That should be a dead Rugal. That does put them at even characters, but AP does have 3 bars to Tommyboi's almost 1. And we all know Gunitz can dish out some really big damage with resources like that. But right now he's having trouble landing any hits. Because Tommyboi's control with King is just so good right now. Oh, you thought I was done? Oops, sneaks in with the lows. Doesn't continue. Ooh. Rolls out of the corner again. Can this Gunitz tame this king? Right now it's looking like the combo might kill here. If AP isn't stingy with the resources. Ah, he's stingy with the resources and it gets grabbed out of... I think that couldn't have been a... Sorry, an advancing strike, because those are not grabbable. Unless maybe in the early frames they are. But yeah, still got the win. But that could have gone wrong. And that means also now less life remaining in this round. But, you know, it's only one character left on Tommyboi's side, so might work out. Ralph, though, another heavy hitter. And a character with, like, you know, a simple and effective game plan with just strong buttons and stuff. But your strong buttons are not gonna matter when you're getting comboed, and this time surely he will spend, yes. Hey, yeah. Yep. Still alive. Can you get out of this? A guard cancel's gonna save you. Ooh, okay. Okay. AP back in business. Yeah, Vanessa Ralph Terry. That was the norm. 4Ds all day. Except with the Vanessa. She didn't have that, but she had other things. She had upper, upper, upper.
Round one. Ready? Go!
Let's see if that was AP finding a way of playing against Tommyboi's king especially, or if that was a fluke. Oh, ooh, boy, that was a scramble and a half. Didn't really get the punish on the DP, just went for his own after the roll. Craziness. I wonder if that crouch C by Tommyboi was intentional, or if that was supposed to be ADP. Might have been a close C actually, I'm not sure. In that case, that could have been a grab attempt. Oops. Both of them kinda low, and uh-oh, that DP got punished. And Tommyboi manages to take that round despite being down to just one hit of life. Right now, ooh, they're just kind of trading very light attacks, if anything. But right now it's kind of looking like, you know, Tommyboi Shingo is getting slightly the better of it. And he's landing more and more little sweeps. It's not a ton of damage, but it keeps adding up, and now Gurnitz has lost more than half, or yeah, more than half his life, just about half. But finally, Shingo goes down. If I recall, Gurnitz was the one that put down King last time. Ooh, gets right through the projectile, but was a little too slow to connect off of the lights. Another dropped light confirm. Oh, outmaneuvers, but not much out of it. And right into the arms of that grab. Hey, okay. AP weirdly using a lot of advancing strikes at like neutral distance and stuff. Hey! But the Gurnitz is gone. The match winner of last time is out of it. Oh, gets the cross up, but a little too high, I suppose. Not the best punish. And here we are, ready with the confirm off of the jump CD counter hit. And Tommyboi's space control with this character once again is looking so good. Okay, that pseudo reversal of Yamazaki's. It just works so much that you might think it has invincibility, but it doesn't. It just has a really good hitbox. And speed. Oh, you're not jumping out of that one. Almost enough, and now it's gonna be tough to not get chipped out. Not Vanessa. King pretty good at chipping with her projectiles, and that tornado kick doesn't even need it. And Tommyboi cranks out another win. Of course, tornado kick to chip out the opponent only is a good idea if the opponent's gonna die from it, otherwise it's gonna be punishable. But you know, when you are at death percent, then it's really nasty, because it covers a lot of ground, is cancelable into from many things. It's pretty fast. AP with another pseudo reversal with that barrier. Okay, seems to be adopting a slightly different game plan against the Shingo with a lot of barrier. Ouch, there's that crit wall slam into some OTG action. And Rugal is not looking so good, gets opened up by the low follow-up. The follow-up? Oh. And if he goes for the high, then it's the follow-up. Anyway. It's all in the name. Gets the cross-up, fully converts this time. Oops. I think there could have been more in there, but hey, we take those. Light confirmed with the crit. Oh boy, and another crit! That was a light confirm, by the way. But Shingo must leave. But just when you were elated to take out one threat, King shows up. And AP's just going wild with that. Is it 6cc or something? We've seen it be punished, but hey, if it hits, who's to complain? Okay, is he gonna spend? It's not gonna kill, nope, so he doesn't. There we go, don't be greedy now. Hey, might have been able to save half a bar if he had gone into EX earlier or something, but hey. Wise investment. And now with full health into the final character. Oops, so we've only seen Ralph once so far and he didn't manage to get the job done, but here he goes. Suplexing. No, that's not suplex. Whatever that grab is called. Oof, double overhead. Oh no, that was so risky and that's not gonna help you. You didn't need to... Right, that one never becomes unblockable, right? If I recall correctly, you can just stand there and block until the end, and then get a punish. But hey, the fake out worked, I guess. Ooh. AP trying to be tricky, and in the end of the day, it works out. Really trying to make those teleports work. Not this time. Wow, what a whiff punish though. What a way to whiff punish that. It does have a lot of recovery on whiff. That's like its weakness, right? On block it's plus, on hit it's, you know, a knockdown. But if you whiff it... Nice timing by Tommyboi. Didn't go for low to guarantee a punish or anything, didn't go for a grab to only get a little bit, nope. Waited until the exact moment to dish out 60% life on a perfect punish. Ouchie. Uh-oh! Ah, didn't cancel! Tommyboi a little too late for the punish this time. Both of them sitting on 2 bars once again. Punish failed. And Yamazaki is chipping away at Ralph's life bar. Every little bit counts, and it's getting lower and lower, and this time Tommyboi gets it again. Too many counters. Like, even if they didn't get punished, they didn't exactly land either, so it's a little questionable to keep doing them, but I guess AP was just having some fun, I guess. And I said I guess twice in that sentence, because I guess. Final chance for AP to make a comeback. Oops. Ho ho ho! Loose with the DPs. Oops, a little too far for that one. But Rugal, like a kid on the playground, shooting out barriers, negating all attacks. It's just not fair. Oops. Not ready to kill. Could have done it off of that counter hit. But the lights are your friend. Like you're some kind of anti-vampire. Oops, beautiful with punish. Oh, a little late. And backdashes right into that projectile. Wow, trading. Nice reaction. But Tommyboi with his own set of reactions. Gets the anti-air. And my controller disconnected, that's fine. I'm not the one playing. Rugal sitting on just a sliver of life, gets whiff punished once again. King gonna have most of her life back, but not full. And Kunitz has proven to be capable of eliminating her. Can he do it again? Oop. They are both trying their absolute best not to stay in that corner. But hey, there's another corner right over there. Is that one better? Nope. Lots of rolls out of AP. Not getting punished really, so why not? Tommyboi could probably stand to read, make a read against one of those rolls, but I guess he doesn't really need to. Because he still quite dominantly takes that round. And now it's only Yamazaki standing between Tommyboi and victory. A perfectly timed early roll. But the pressure afterwards was not so perfect. Boom. And he also chooses to roll out. And so does AP. If this was some kind of rolls per minute championship, then honestly I'm not sure who'd be winning. I think it's probably AP. But that's what we're here for. That's an interesting reset, question mark? Wow. Hops right over the close C, I think. And just one more hit, there's the overhead. Tommyboi secures victory with a 5-1 on that absolutely dominant King. GG's. And that's all we got for you today. Yeah, that's it. So, for those of you that showed up, thank you a lot. Thank you, AP, for being ready to jump in when we needed you. Choppa has signed up twice now and not shown up twice, so that's not a great look. I will write down the results of this match. And then we will close out the show by me reporting the results back to you. After some back and forth of trying to find our first match, we got Icecold versus Haxon, which ended with Icecold taking it 5-2, even though most of those, if not all of those matches, were pretty dang close. Then Goliath versus Semperpups did not happen because neither of them showed up. Maddo versus Alexein ended in a surprising, to me honestly, 0-5 in Alexein's favor. And then, because Choppa didn't show up, we had Tommyboi versus AP instead, which was Tommyboi with a 5-1 victory in King of Fighters 15. And that's all we got. Because, well, I don't know. hopefully maybe next week we'll see more participants. If not, then I'll be sad. But at least the matches we got were good, you know? Because these games are good. And our players are good. But that's gonna be it for today's episode of Sink or Swim. And I will thank you for being here. Because obviously I can't do this by myself. There's no point to this if I'm all by myself. Because as you know, there's no I in Sink or Swim. GG's.